As we discussed, the glycogen synthase is an enzyme, essential enzyme, which help in the formation and the synthesis of the glycogen in a glycogen synthase reactions. So it is an regulatory enzyme. So here how this regulatory enzyme is regulated by different sort of hormones, and how this enzyme activated, so we discuss in this lecture. For example, this is a glycogen enzyme, glycogen synthase enzyme, as I made for the supposition. And this enzyme, as we know that different sort of other enzymes help in the activation of different sort of hormones, different sort of enzymes. So here we can say that the phosphorylation and dephosphorylation plays an important role in the activation and inactivation of different sort of enzymes. For example, here glycogen synthase enzyme is phosphorylated. If it is phosphorylated, it means it is inactive form, and if it is not phosphorylated, the phosphorus group is removed from the glycogen synthase, then we can say that this is inactive form of the glycogen enzyme, glycogen synthase enzyme. So this is what inactive form. And this is active form. It is not phosphorylated. So here the enzymes, here the hormones which work in the activation of enzyme, activation of this enzyme is that, for example, it goes from active state to inactive state, and from active to inactive, and active to inactive state, from inactive to active state. So here the enzymes work there. For example, kinase enzyme will work here, and so kinase enzyme will work here. Kinase enzyme will work here, and phosphatase enzyme will work here. That is, it removed a phosphate. So these enzymes are also regulated by different sort of other hormones, and here we know that there are two essential hormones, that is insulin and glucagon, which help in the maintenance of the blood glucose level by the conversion of glucose to glycogen and glycogen to glucose. So as we discuss, if we discuss, for example, insulin, so what they do, insulin help in the in decreasing the blood glucose level. So insulin decreases the blood glucose level by activation of this glycogen synthase enzyme. So this insulin help in the activation of the phosphatase enzyme, activate this pathway. So the inactive form convert into active form, and more glucose convert into glycogen. In this way the blood glucose level decreases, and also it inhibit the kinase enzyme. Insulin inhibit the kinase enzyme, so it will not convert this active form to inactive form. This is the work of the insulin. So against that of the insulin, the hormone which work, that is glycogen hormone. Glycogen, what they do, glycogen is responsible for the conversion of glycogen to glucose. So glycogen increases the blood glucose level, so it automatically inactivate this pathway, this enzyme, and activate the kinase enzyme. So once kinase enzyme activated, what they do, it will phosphorylate the glycogen synthase enzyme once the glycogen synthase enzyme phosphorylated, it means that it convert into inactive form, and this phosphatase is inhibited, so it will not work. So once this convert into inactive form, it will stop working, so more and more glucose will not convert into glycogen. In this way the blood glucose level increases. So these two enzymes mainly work in liver, and insulin help in the maintenance in the uptaking of more glucose, while the glycogen and other enzyme, that is epinephrine, which work in the muscles for the formation of for the activation of this enzyme. Thank you and goodbye.